We're almost there. Welcome along to round 23 of the Abu Dhabi curtain closer on the F1 Manager 23 season. It is Red Bull who have took victory in the constructors and Max Verstappen taking victory in the drivers. For us, Williams P6 and we have got Albon and Porsche P11, P13. So a successful first season. We are still upgrading our car. As you can see so far, we are researching heavily for next season and we've got nothing manufactured. Cost cap 6.7 million we are within, so as long as we don't make any massive crashes, we will be good to go. And we're going to soon find out how we surprise ourselves for next season. So stay tuned as we go for qualifying at Abu Dhabi. So this is what we're left with as we go into qualifying. And Albon struggling on engine on ERS, so I'm not expecting a massive race for him. Porsche should still have a good race, so fairly decent on all of his parts. So let's go into Q1, our final race of this F1 Manager 23 season, 2023 into then 2024 for next season. So we're going to send our guys out early like we normally do, how I have done recently. Let's get them through the tunnel and let's see what sort of time we can do. Can we get cars into Q2 and into Q3? Q2 more of a normal situation for us nowadays, so we'll be hoping that Q3 is a possibility. As we cross the line, no idea at the moment if that's going to be good enough, but Albon is 7 tenths off the pace. So new tyres available and we are going to need it because Alex Albon is currently 1.7 seconds off the pace. Porsche just under a second off the pace, so we definitely need to see improvement. We've got clean air ahead of us and we need improvement. Here we go, 18.4 in the first sector, 18.3 for Porsche, obviously expected on that better parts of a car. Better life and reliability in that one. Through the middle sector we are about to come. Let's see if we can improve again in sector 2. We can, 35.6, and for Porsche he comes through 35.5, so a tenth up at the moment. So this is a much needed lap improvement from Alex Albon, and let's see how he does coming across the line in Q1. Here we go. Is it going to be good enough for a Q2 appearance? And on that time it's going to be close. That is not still, I mean, 6 tenths improvement, not great though. Porsche improves slightly by just under a tenth. Will we get through though into Q2? We do make it through to Q2 with both cars. Porsche P11, Alex Albon in P14 scrapes through, but a bit of improvement needed. Norris, Magnussen, Hülkenberg, Alonso and Stroll, both Aston Martin's taking a penalty here in the very last race. Let's put on some used tyres to go out first of all in Q2, and we'll send these out straight away so we can give ourselves plenty of time to get the new set on. So we'll get them going. Let's see what we do coming through. Hopefully we're going to be bang there. Albon and Porsche, loads of clean air ahead of them, no excuses today for that run. 24.3 and Porsche coming along a bit slower with a 24.6. Well, 24.5 yeah, it is. So P1 and P2. So not great times that we set straight away, as you can see. I mean, look at that, 1.5. We're literally 14th and 15th on them used tyres. And here we go, we're going to start our times. We've gone a bit early, 3.5 minutes left. We want to just make sure there's no flags that cost us here. So Albon, can we improve? New tyres on the wagons for both of them as we go through the hairpin and down the straight. Come on, big improvement needed in this sector 1. And for Albon, is it going to be green? I mean, is he on a lap? 18.3, it's yellow. 18.3 for Porsche improves. 35.6 improvement in sector 2. I didn't think we were on a lap then, it was weird. So sector 2 is 35.6. Sector 2 for Porsche is a 35.4. He's faster. Where's Albon going to go? Up to P12. He is out of qualifying. Porsche coming through now as well. Got a bit of traffic ahead of him, but maybe it will just help him with a bit of slipstream. Round the final corner. Is Porsche going to get through to Q3? No. We are both out. And we took a risk to get a car into Q3. I think we're going to hit a penalty. Sponsors ain't going to be happy with that one. We are out. P12 and P13. That's a bit of a heartbreak because we've been in the top 10, and it's actually the top 10 that should really be there. 13th and 14th. We are going to start though a little bit higher up for the race. Let's see what the strategy says. I mean, it's clear skies, and we're going to do. It's got to be. Is it saying? Saying a two-stop is quicker here, which is interesting. I mean, let's just edit that. Bring that back. I mean, that's a tight. Yeah, I think two-stop is best here. Let's go hard. Let's just go to medium to hard. See what that is like. 1 second difference. We want to. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's not too bad of a strategy. Let's go back there. Let's just change to that. It gives us plenty. I mean, have we ever got any extra mediums? No. So let's just go. I think we'll go for that. Soft, medium, hard, using everything for Albon. Porsche. Just going to do a two-stop again. But I kind of want to start on the mediums for him. Let's get off that medium. We go mediums. And then I think we go hard. And then I think we go soft at the end. We stretch the mediums out to what there. We stretch the hards out to there because we haven't got any extra mediums. So I think we go with that. We'll update different strategies for different drivers. 10th and 9th, so we are made a bit of an improvement. Let's get these set and ready. Here we go then. The curtain closer on our F1 23 season. So excited to see how we're doing on 2024 with the research. But it's time to play ball. Lights out and away we go. Let's ride on board with Alex Albon, who's got our Williams Porsche on the inside, both on different tyres. Be awful to have an early exit in this race for both cars, taking each other out. That would be embarrassing. Down the straight we go. Let's switch to Porsche on lap 1. Another Alpine ahead of him. Alonso and Stroll, expect to see them later in the race when they come through in that Aston Martin. And can we get on the power early? We shouldn't really be too massively attacked by these behind, considering where we've been racing in comparison to these. We quickly moved ahead of the Hasses and we started to battle the Alpines. But as we complete lap 1, it's a fairly straightforward lap. We haven't had any safety cars for a while, red flags either, or VSCs. So as we approach on lap 2, 5 tenths, and expect Alpines. I mean, we're going to be in a bit of a pocket here, I think. If we keep pushing, we'll break Tsunoda, not literally. It wouldn't take much, but we'll break him. And I think we're going to sit in this pocket of being the best of the rest until the Aston Martins come back at us. 4 tenths is all the gap between Porsche. Albon has got Tsunoda 6 tenths behind. Albon dropping, I mean, maybe because of his engine, and obviously you've seen the parts that are in a bit of need. We've got a yellow flag. We're going to cut down. It's Sainz who locks up on turn 13. Sainz is at the back. Can we watch that? Does he completely stop? He does. So let's have a look at this Sainz lock-up in the slow corners. Oh, and he's gone on the outside. And he's lost all them places. That moves us up to P8 and P9. But we're going to manage tyres now. Got a gap of a second. And we're pretty much in our own race. So, here's a big one. George Russell has stacked it. He was ahead of us. He was battling with the Alpine in front, and he's gone straight on at the first corner. Oh, it's a big crash. Big front wing damage. Is he out? No. He continues somehow, like they all have lately. But he has got wing damage. You can see the end plate, and I tell you what, it's Porsche now going through the inside. And Theo Porsche gets into P7. Big wing damage you can see on that Mercedes. And we're pulling away with DRS as well, because we were at the detection point in front. So Porsche has got him inside of the hairpin. As we zoom back out, 5 tenths is the gap at the moment. Let's see if that Mercedes does come back at us with that wing damage, or if Albon is in fact going to get ahead. And I think that Russell is struggling. To the outside we try, but we can't get through at the moment. But surely, I mean, there could be a pit stop for Russell. He's going to surely be down on tyre percentage as well, down to 65s. And he doesn't pit, so he's going to hang on out there. But there's an opportunity, as we've broke a second, to make a move here. Maybe into the hairpin up the inside is going to be the earliest one, or are we going to take the outside? We flick to the inside. It's a brilliant move, and Alex Albon is also going to get DRS. We are past the struggling Mercedes. Look how quick we are compared, and that is us up to P7 and P8. And Porsche, from a brilliant position, ran wide at turn 3. I think they don't want us to score big points. And yes, look at that, wide, but doesn't lose much time, which is not too bad. Got to stay focused though, because we're on a decent strategy. We're on for good results. You can see Stroll's coming through now. He's about 5 seconds behind. Alonso is down in P15, so the Aston Martins are coming. There's another crash as well. It's all happening in this final race. Let's see who has crashed. And it's Max. There's 2 Red Bulls when they've got nothing to play for. They're just going to touch. Oh, it's a big hit. Potentially some wing damage as well. They don't lose too much time, but both Red Bulls going together, they'll be furious with that. I mean, shame they didn't take each other out, but here comes Alex Albon on Theo. These two are going to just swap round based on tyres. Come on, boys, get a move on. Out of that corner. Who gets DRS? It's going to be Porsche who's going to move back through. Oh, it's just a shame they didn't take each other out. That would have been quite funny. They are investigating, and they have decided that no penalties are to be given on lap 12. So we continue on as we were. So Stroll has got us here. So the Aston Martin that we were worried about on the medium tyres with DRS open has now got ahead of Albon. They're coming. We knew they were coming. Gasly has pitted. He's going on to hard tyres. And we are just going to come through here. We've entered the pit window. Let's move that back up. We're into P6 and P7. Stroll's pitted as well. So quite a lot of pit stops here. And tyre-wise, I think it is time to attack. We're going to push everything. Let's deploy with Albon. We're going to pit and we're going to go for the mediums. So, come on. Let's get some gap. That's where they've come out, down below. If we can get a good lap in here on these soft tyres, that would be good. Porsche's got a few more laps till we go out. You can see Porsche and Albon's closing now. 0.4 of a second is the gap. Leclerc pits in P3, and these two, I think Porsche is going to be happy to get rid of Albon here, because Albon's looking pretty quick. Ocon is in. He's already come in, or just hitting his pit mark now. So Porsche is going to move ahead, and we're going to leave him a bit longer as we manage the tyres. Where's Leclerc? Just coming out. Is Porsche going to get Leclerc? No, but he might just get DRS. We're within a second. Oh, just come out at the second. DRS does open. Interestingly, that Magnussen is keeping up with us pretty nicely. He's towing Gasly along. But good fuel is available. We're going to leave that back on neutral now for Albon, who's got an Alfa Romeo ahead. And then we'll shortly just cut down on the fuel. See if we can just get this move done, actually, on the Alfa Romeo, because he could start holding us up. To the outside we go, and it's a very nice move. We are in to P14 at the moment. We're going to cut back down there. Albon overtaking Bottas. Porsche has got an Alpine right behind on lap 19. Has that Alpine pitted? Yes, they have. They're on the hards. Lapping a bit quicker. Still want to stretch this out a bit, because I want to. Them softs are going to be good at the end. Porsche has got through. Well, let him through, even Gasly. No point challenging that. And I think next lap we'll pit from P6. So pit time for Porsche. We're going to go attack. We're going to go push. We're going to go deploy on the straight as well. Just eke out a bit of extra time. So we go deploy. And Albon, we're just going to, I think we'll top up a bit with Albon whilst we can. But down the straight we go, trying to create the gap on lap 20. Through the chicane top bit we go. And that is us using everything that we've got. Tyres, fuel, ERS, and we'll top back up. Albon is looking at a move, potentially on George Russell here, with that damage, and he is through. Very nice. That is a great move. Passed, and it's De Vries who's ahead of us. Pourchaire is in the pits. Let's check this out for style. What about Albon? He's closing on De Vries, who pits. Stroll ahead of us now, 2.3. Let's check out. 3 seconds for Pourchaire, and he's going to come out on the hard tyres. So this is okay at the moment as we come back out in P10 for Pourchaire. Bottas with an issue as well. And we're just going to save up on the ERS system, get that nicely balanced out as we come in. And there's an Aston Martin of Alonso. Are we taking Alonso, or has Alonso just took us? He's just took us, but we're coming back and we're going to make the move back. Lovely little move past P9, P10. Pourchaire getting back ahead. Let's top that back up. Let's look after tyres, who are just getting into the temperature zone. And Albon is P9. We've got Alonso chasing. Expect him to potentially come back through Pourchaire here, but we're okay. So Alonso is flying on these hard tyres. Remember, Albon with some engine issues, very much up against it with his car, but you can see Pourchaire in the background, and Alonso has gone round the outside of us. So it's Sainz who's catching us up on the softs, due to pit again. Expect him to come through pretty quick because he fights his way up after that lockup. And I think this could be over pretty quickly. Alonso, we need to keep in touch with Alonso. Pourchaire could be game over here for him. He could move back to P11. Norris is on the mediums. He's running well, but he's on the mediums. We're playing the long game. We're looking after fuel so we can attack on the tyres. And here he comes, Sainz down the straight. He's going to make that look pretty easy. We're going to defend. We're looking on board. Sainz does get ahead, and that DRS for us. But look at the acceleration. We're going to go round the outside, and all the time we are absolutely thundering closer to Alex Albon. But 0.3 kilograms on fuel, and he's going to be looking to push the hard tyres further a bit later on. But Sainz definitely is about to come back past Albon, and reality is going to strike, because look how easy that was. We are going to, if we can just hold off here, take DRS though into the hairpin on exit. We know the Ferrari, look at that acceleration, but DRS will then kick in and we will close the gap, but we're not going to close it enough. And it's a wide turn there as well by Albon, which doesn't help, and that he's clear. Norris is chasing us hard now as well, and Norris has overtook us both. Norris on that McLaren, 70% as well, has absolutely flew into this race. DRS open, commonplace for overtake, and he's got us. He's got us on the inside. This is turning into difficulty now. Sainz to pit. Everyone's obviously going to pit. Pourchaire's going to be quicker when he goes onto the softs. Obviously we've got Albon going on to the hards. We're going to stretch that out. I mean, I don't think we're going to get softs. We did soft 17 laps. Yeah, we might be able to go softs, you know. I don't know if we have any new ones available, but certainly have a look. But at the minute, we've got a big gap. We're in our race of our own, P11, P12. So a few pit stops in then. Albon we're going to call in. We've kind of cruised with him at the moment based on his car levels, and we're going to extend this stint out with Pourchaire. We're going to go aggressive, and then we're going to make sure we're nice and comfortable so that we can just attack on the latter end of this race for Pourchaire. He's in the points at the moment. He's got Stroll right behind him on the softs, who doesn't have to pit again. Albon is in. And let's see what sort of pit. Wow, I thought we were about to take the safety car out. We're behind the Haas, so we're struggling. This car is struggling a little bit at the moment for Albon. We're going to go aggressive. We're going to go push. And we're going to see if we can get that Haas back. Pourchaire has lost position to Stroll, but we should be a fair bit quicker shortly. We do want to extend just a couple more laps, and then we're going to push the fuel as well to the end. But Albon P14, we're going to ignore that. Obviously, we didn't have an extra set of mediums. That's why we had to go to the hards. Still harvesting at the moment. But what's left in this race that we can do? Can we get any further? I mean, we're lapping a couple of seconds off the top teams. Russell's down in P19. He's had an absolute mare. We're on the optimal lap, but I just want to extend. I do want to extend out maybe one more lap. Let's move that to neutral. Albon's pushing in P14. And VSC. Why? Because Albon has stopped. And what has gone on here? I mean, it looks like we're on mediums and hards here. He's crashed. Let's take a look. He was on his own first corner. At least this is the end of the season. That's what we were worried about. I mean, it's the same crash as Russell. And Albon is out. We are going to pit with Porsche because I think we've got a VSC. So, soft tyres. Let's conserve everything. Good time to pit though, because we've got a 12-second gap to Norris. So Albon out. Let's get... I mean, we can attack the tyres. It don't really matter for the hards. But we're going to save the fuel and we can have an absolute sprint. Because we're not going to lose that much time. In we come. Good stop needed. Come on. We're going to limit our losses here. You can see Norris just coming round the final corner. And obviously Norris... Alonso's in the pits as well. Has he come out? Yep, just come out. But Norris is on softs as well. 15 laps to go. What can we do? So VSC has ended. We are green here. And we are only a second behind Lando Norris. And that's down to 6 tenths now. So we've got a fantastic chance of getting back in the points. But I don't think we're going to catch really anybody else unless Sainz's hard tyres go off. But first, we've got to get past Lando Norris in the McLaren, very quick McLaren. We've got to be good to the end. But at the minute, we're just not closing in. Obviously, he's going to be pushing them soft tyres too. You can see us, we're actually doing purple sector times here in the middle. We've got good fuel, good acceleration. We get an extra point if we take fastest lap here. That'll be a shock on the system. But P11, we're going to deploy. Are we in DRS? Doesn't look like it. Are we going to do a fastest lap? It is Ocon who's doing fastest laps at the moment. I mean, we only get a point if we get into the top 10. But we're going to at least push hard. And we go purple in the middle sector. And we've got a slipstream, which is going to be very nice of the McLaren. Gasly does a 25.3. Let's see what we do across the line. It might be a little bit better. It is. Fastest lap we take for the first time. Porsche. But it's not going to count for anything unless we can catch the McLaren. DRS potentially just outside. 10 laps to go. We are catching. And we are now right up the backside. I think that McLaren has used all its pushing ability. To the outside we go. DRS open. Porsche takes P10. We're back in the points. And that fastest lap time does mean that we are going to get an extra point if we hold back Norris. But I expect Norris to come back at us. As we've got no ERS. The gap is down to a 10th as he goes up the inside. Norris takes us. It's not the end of the world if we take DRS here either. We are going to get DRS as we go around the hairpin. We will open up the DRS. We should come back past. Let's go to standard while I mean, we're not going to come back past, are we? No. That's a bit annoying. We've gone down standard on the tyres. We're coming back at the McLaren again. And we're just trying to cool down. What is tyres on Norris? 72%. Still got the fastest lap. No one is. Alonso's going green, but he's on softs as well. We might just get an extra point if we can just get the man in front, Lando Norris. Never give up. We are within 5 tenths. DRS to become available. Pushing all the time. I mean, these tyres are not going to last in its current rate, but obviously we are now conserving a little bit. We're going to go to the outside. We're not going to take it. Are we going to get a good exit? DRS open again. Lap 50. We go to the right hand side. We're going to go round the outside, but we can't still take him. Norris hanging on. Just a tenth. Just a tenth for the minute. For a point, which means an extra point. Come on now. Come on, Porsche. Curve is just balancing out nicely again. Got good fuel. And what are lap times doing? We're not catching Alonso. He's going quicker. Norris just pulled out a tenth last lap. But DRS is open again. We're going to go to the inside. Are we going to make a lunge? No, we're not. That's a better exit through there, and we can try again. Norris going defensive. Inside line for us by the look of it. And we're not going to go ahead again. Still. We struggle to get past 68%. Still got better tyres than Norris. And I think we must be lapping a little bit better than him this lap. No, just a tenth down again. We're losing a tenth each sort of lap at the moment. And that is just stretching out again. Norris looking like he's pushing. We're just going to top up, I think. And then we'll deploy a bit later on. Plenty of fuel to the end. So I think... Oh my god, I forgot about fuel. I've literally been fast forwarding and I forgot about fuel on Porsche. So our battle with Norris is over. But we are 0.2 kilograms down on fuel. I don't know if we're going to actually finish this race. But I've got no choice but to back off. We don't want another retirement. We haven't been able to catch Norris. The Alfa Romeo actually cost us. I think Bottas blocked us when we were chasing, when we were lapping, and caused us to lose a good 2 seconds. But we got back to 7 tenths. We're going to deploy everything here. But we need still fuel. We need fuel. And I don't think we're going to finish. I mean, it's only P11 anyway. What an embarrassment to end the stream of this video. We are definitely... Oh, we're back to 0, but I think we're done. I think we're going to miss out on P11. As we come round the last corner. Oh, we're just going to finish. Wow! Bang on the line. We do finish. It is P11. It is no points and a retirement for Albon. But that is a full season with Williams complete. Let's take a look. I mean, we dropped Theo 2 places. Albon out. The only retirement. Max Verstappen confirmed, obviously, Red Bull champion. Leclerc second, Perez third, Sainz fourth in the end, with double Aston Martin 5th and 6th. We've got Albon and Theo finishing P11 and P13. In the Constructors, Williams, we take P6, which is a great result. We'll be hoping to improve that next season. So, after a terrible result, let's get some money in the bank from the weekend, 3.7 million. And let's see what finishing a season is all about. So we've never done this. Albon moves to an 83 rating. And the reserve driver who's out of contract moves to 69. I think it was everyone's favourite number. So that's coming to an end. Start of next season. Let's kick through these then. Construction's been delayed. I didn't even see that. Ooh, 9th of December. This is for the helipad. I don't need to pay money for that. It's alright. No worry. Let's continue through. Refurbishment that we've completed. We've researched more as well for the season. So chassis research is complete and we're trying to improve that car as much as we can. That has been done. I mean, can we still... I don't know if we can. I'm not used to this. We can still research, to be fair. I mean, hold on. Let me check the cost cap. What we got? 6.7 million according to this. So if we just research again, I mean, what do we want to do? Side pods or underfloor? Let's do some more underfloor. And I'm just going to bring this up because I want to do some extra. I want to make it beneficial. Let's go about there. Just looking on the right hand numbers here. Let's go there. Oh no, won't reach completion date, so I can't. Alright then, that is that. Cancel that project. We learned something new. We can't do that. So let's continue out of this. Cost cap limit. Well, we're close to that, but I think we're fine. Upcoming board review as well. Driver changes. Albon and Theo are confirmed, but we will need a new reserve driver for the new season. We will just skip past this. We'll make them do. We'll make them do that. Like, I'll worry about that in the new season. So we'll continue through. Refurbishment of the tour centre is complete. Let's go back to there, which is nice. Helipad's done as well. I want it to start the new season first of all, but we're looking good, and we'll be back when we do our new, wind tunnel level 1. Nice. Refurbishment complete, but we'll be back for the new season, which is not far away.